Happy New Year and welcome to 2024. The Cardinals ended 2023, at least in this series, with a win at Wrigley, looking to do the same to start out the new year and looking for win 7-0. Mancini hoping to spoil the festivities for St. Louis, as is Justin Steele, 4-6, an ERA just north of 4, but he does have a win against St. Louis already this season. Carlson, rare leadoff. See 2 strikes. He goes the other way, or technically the right way. Double. Next up, Goldie, 2 strikes. Perfectly hit ball. That's going to be a single. Arenado, 2 strikes. Perfectly hit ball. Pretty much the same as Goldie. That's going to be a single. That drives in a run. St. Louis unable to cash in more, but does get one in the top of the first. Waino, he's going to get a lead. Start number 20, looking to keep that ERA south of 3. DeYoung helping out, starting the 6-4-3 double play. Cardinals get out the first inning, still up 1-0. Jump ahead to the bottom of the fifth. Rios is locked up on a pitch, but inside outs it to the third base side, and Arenado unable to make the catch. Possibly could have just let that ball drop and it'd have been foul. We'll never know. It does cost the Cardinals though. They could have used that out. Back-to-back singles lead to 2 runs. So Chicago taking a 2-1 lead. Suzuki trying to add to it. Flies out to center, but still, as a Cub fan, you'd be happy with 2 RBI singles with 2 outs. Doing the 2 outs. Contreras going the other way, driving into the right field pocket. That's going to score a run. RBI double. O'Neill, just like Suzuki, with a chance to add to it. 2 strikes. Let's be real. We all knew it was going to be a K. So O'Neill unable to come through, but the Cardinals do tie the game. It is 2-2. The next inning, top of the 7th, Newbar. He might have got into one. Unfortunately, the wind's blowing in. Doesn't matter. That ball is going to drop. That's at least 2 bases. He pushes for 3. Not exactly a speed guy, but fast enough to get that triple. DeYoung gets a good opportunity to drive in a run, and he does. Morel can't get to the ball. 3-2, St. Louis. So the Cardinals regain the lead they got at the very beginning of the game. Later in the inning, Will Myers, first and second. Singles to center. Arenado huffing and puffing. Thankfully, he's slow because the runner scored at home first. So tough send there, but it is 4-2. Speaking of 4-2, 2 outs. DeYoung unable to get to the ball, but he does knock it down. Gets the ball to make a play. And that's huge. Morel striking out with the bases loaded. So the Cardinals up 4-2. Love to see it. 10 hits for the Cardinals, 9 hits for the Cubs. Lots of hits. Unfortunately for the Cubs, not a lot of runs. Speaking of hits, Goldie driving one out. What was that? That's a double for the Cardinals. Scores a run, 5-2. So 2-out magic continues to be worked in this game. Runners on first and second. Will Myers hitting it to Morel down the third base line. Instead of going to first, he goes to second. Interesting. Gets neither out. Thus the inning continues. Contreras, 2 strikes. Bases loaded, 2 outs. The chopper to third base, and oh, guess what? Morel can't make the play. Shocker. Cardinals get an extra run. Geigo stays in. Helsley not needed, and the Cardinals win 6-2. So a lot of good for St. Louis in this one. You had 5 different players drive in runs, 5 doubles and a triple, so 6 of the 12 hits were extra base hits. None leaving the yard though. Waino gives up 2 runs over 6 innings, but his ERA stays exactly the same. Pretty cool. For the Cubs, Lots of hits, not a lot of runs. Rios and Morel leading the way. Rios with 3, Morel with 2. You just picked bad times to not come through, plus his error. Still gave up that early run, but he ultimately gave up 2 over a little over 5 innings. Sampson will get the loss. He gets his 7th. It's dropping to 1-7 on the season. Cardinals winners on the road. Tampa winners at home. 3 runs late for the Orioles, 9 hits. Westberg and Adley with multi-hit games. Not enough though. Irvin would get the loss, dropping to 6-7. 3 runs allowed over 6 1/3 innings. For Tampa, Wander with 3 of the 9 hits. Nico the only one to drive in more than 1 run. And Tyler, that's pretty good. 7 hits over 6 1/3, 2 runs allowed. He got a no decision. Lyles, though, would get the win. Scoreless inning, his 4th win on the year. Phillies, 1-0 winners at Cleveland, so 2 playoff contenders, potential World Series matchup. Mullins with a hit, Turner with 2. Walker, complete game shutout. 4 hits allowed, 4 Ks. That is his 9th win of the season. For Cleveland, of the 4 hits, J-Ram had 2. Quan and Jimenez with the others, all singles. Unfortunate for them. J-Ram even throwing in a stolen base. Cal gets the loss. Tough luck for him. 1 run allowed over 7 innings, but no run support, so he drops to 10-8. Cardinals, though, have taken the first 3 in Wrigley. Could they get the 4-game sweep?